Hello and welcome to MCC TV International Show. My name is John Dabeet. I'm the Business Department Coordinator and also I'm the co-host for this show. Of course, today my other co-host for the show, Loureen, is not with us. She's actually vacationing in her hometown, in her native country. So we say hi to her even though she's not here. So we still say hi to her and hopefully she's enjoying her time visiting with her family. Today's show is really a special show because today, we have students that are visiting Eastern Iowa community colleges and Muscatine campus from two different countries. So we have what we call Jordan-Haiti exchange program, and we're going to talk about that today. So with that, I would like, first of all, to welcome my guests to the show, and I would like to ask each one of them first to introduce herself or himself to our audience. We'll start with you, Jeremy.
I just want to thank you, John, for having us here. My name is Jeremy Pickard. I'm the International Education Director for Eastern Iowa Community Colleges. And so part of this mess has to do with me and a project that we've been working on in the country of Jordan for quite some time. And it was really great that we're able to add our Haitian guests to it as well to make it a very robust, very international program. Anytime you can bring Jordanians, Haitians, and American students together to study business, because business is really global anymore, it just is a really neat experience for all who are involved. So I just want to thank you for having us and hosting us today.
Thank you. My pleasure. My pleasure.
Thank you, John, for having us also. And I want to thank MCC for having us also. Actually, my name is Samir Barhouma. I am the International Academic Projects Manager at Al-Quds College, Amman, Jordan. We were working on this project since 3 years, me and you and Jeremy, and this is the fruit of what we are doing. And I hope we will successful in this program that we are working on. Thank you very much.
Welcome to Muscatine.
Yeah.
And with our students here, Valentine.
And my name is Valentine. I come from Haiti, and I'm study management in Haiti, in Lekai at BTI, Business Technology Institute. And I'm so happy to be here. Okay. Thank you.
Welcome.
Okay, I'm Zaid Al-Smadi. I'm from Jordan, Amman, studying civil engineering at Al-Quds College. Actually, we're here with 4 students with Dr. Samir here. We have chosen between about 40 students, so it was pretty hard at the beginning. It's our pleasure to be here with you and hope to be better entrepreneur next.
Great, great to hear that. Well, we're going to start the show today by giving our audience some sort of a background about the program. So, Jeremy, if you can give us some sort of a background about the two projects, the Amman one and also the Haiti one, since they are totally different projects.
Yeah, like Samir said, about 3 years ago, we wrote a project to do some capacity developing work in Jordan. That project was funded by USAID and administered by Higher Education for Development. Throughout that project, what we did is we set up entrepreneurship programming in Jordan, and as well we really beefed up our entrepreneurship programming here at Eastern Iowa Community Colleges, really designated for career and technical students. So the welder, the culinary arts student, the interior designer, a lot of those folks have a desire to start a small business, but the problem was they were going out and they were great welders or they were great interior designers, but they didn't have some of the business skills to go alongside of those to make them successful. So their businesses were failing not because of their skill, but because of their lack of knowledge when it came to business. And so we wanted to build a curriculum that came alongside of those types of programs, that when the students left, they had a very well done, very polished, very finished business plan that they could take and present and showcase what idea and what they would like to do as far as opening their own shop and own business. So that's what started a few years back. USAID and HED really felt we did a great job with that. They offered us a scale-up project, which allowed us now to bring Jordanian students to the United States and allow them to visit many different businesses, talk with business leaders. Man, we've even had workshops on a variety of different things. Yesterday was customer service. Today we're really looking at a project in entrepreneurship. And it just allowed them to really expand their ideas, grab some of those best practices that businesses are doing here in the States, and they're going to take those home with them and integrate them back in Jordan. The Haitian students, that came about because Don Doucette, our chancellor, has a very strong tie to Haiti. He's actually opened a community college there, and I'm not going to have all the details. He would have a better idea of what that is quite a few years ago. And so his heart and his passion has been for the people of Haiti. The folks from BTI did have an interest in coming to the States to do some workshops on entrepreneurship and in business, and so we knew we were running this program at basically the exact same time with the Jordanians. Don called me and said, hey, we'd like to put together a program, and I said, wow, let's see if we can mesh the two together and have a real, true international future entrepreneurs exchange with American students, with Haitian students, and with Jordanian students. USAID and Haiti and HED were very, very pleased with the idea of coupling the two together to make it a very robust program. And so we're really excited to have our Jordanian colleagues here as well as the Haitian colleagues here as well.
That's great. Well, Samir, how about you? I mean, how do you feel like being here? And it's not your first time, of course, visiting Muscatine. You are like almost a resident of Muscatine now. So how do you feel about coming back this time with students? Because that's the first time you come back to Muscatine with students.
Actually, I am half Muscatinian.
We won't ask which half.
Don't. Okay. Actually, for me, it's my pleasure. I'm proud of being here more than one time. I noticed all the weather forecasting. I've been here in snow time, in winter time, and in summertime like this, but it's not summertime. It's like winter time in Jordan. Actually, it's a cool and amazing area. The people of Muscatine and Iowa in general, and the states, I think they are welcome and hospitality, and they are welcoming and accepting others. This is what actually what we feel. For the second thing of our visiting, especially with the students, really it's responsible. It's a responsibility for me to have them all. But actually, the goal or the main goal that we are working on before 3 years as Jeremy and you were with us, you remember before 3 years, we are planning to make this happen. And thank God we did it. And I'm so happy because yes, at the end of the day, we did this thing. The students, they expand their knowledge. They know what they are facing after they will coming back to Jordan. Everyone has his own business plan. Everyone wants to make his dream come true. We support them to the max. Really, I want to thank HED, USAID for their support, and they were so pleased because this is a great change, and it's a great development for our student, as for me personally. Muscatine or Eastern Iowa Community Colleges were supported also through the Chancellor and the Dean and the President, everyone here. Really, it's a great experience for me, and I hope our student will gain a lot from this visit. Yeah.
Good to have you with us, Samir, as always, and hopefully we'll continue to see you more and more and more here.
I will buy a house here.
Yeah.
Soon.
Well, I want to switch gear a little bit and talk a little bit with the students here. How do you feel being in Muscatine, Iowa, first of all?
I'm so excited because it's my first time in United States.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I'm so happy to be here, and it's a big college. It's my first time I saw all like that, and I'm happy to be here.
Glad to have you here. Zaid?
Actually, I really like Muscatine. I didn't think it would be like this. We've been to a lot of business new managers. It was just perfect. It was just small ventures with a lot of profit. It was just nice, and I think I will have a lot of experience from it because they just have small size of amount of money, and they just made something very big, and it was very famous. And that was great, actually. I think this will be great for us and for the rest of the students.
Okay, so so far, we know that you are not done with the program yet, but so far, one thing that you wish that you can take back home with you and implement in your own native country. If you think of one thing out of all the things that you saw when you visited businesses, through the workshops, an idea that struck you very hard, and you say, wow, that's a great idea. I want to take that back home with me. Can you come up with something like that? Example?
Yeah, I can say the videos, like the way there is example by Mrs. Susan with video fish, like the way we do, and I got something special because I wanna do restaurant in Haiti. So I got a good experience, and I got something when I go back to Haiti. So
are you planning to have a business of your own in the future?
yes.
If you don't mind me asking, what's in mind?
I want to do a restaurant, kind of international restaurant.
International restaurant.
Yes.
That's great. Thank you.
Actually, if there's one thing I would take back home, would be the customer service. I found there's a lot of stores in here which has very, very nice customer service. We have customer service, but not like this quality. It was just helpful, and you can just learn from them. It was great, actually. This thing would be the best thing would I take.
Good, good. I'm glad to know that. Now, what's next? Okay, they are here for 1 week or 10 days. They're learning, going through workshops, learning about how we do business in the United States, learning about entrepreneurship, visiting businesses. What's next?
Yeah, the goal for them is they have a business plan that they've begun to develop. They would take what they've learned and what they've gained here, hopefully go back and really look at that business plan and revise it and integrate some of their learning that they have here back into that business plan. And then ultimately the goal is for them to go and to launch their own business here in the near future. Al-Quds College, he can speak more about that, has an incubator program on campus that they're developing right now where students can begin to grow and operate their own businesses on their campus. We believe that the economic change that our countries need is not going to come from large business. As most of you know, a small business is 500 employees or less. So we really feel that the employment opportunities and the growth and the stimulating our economy that we really need is going to come out of those small businesses. A lot of them service-oriented, and even more so, we believe they're coming from the technical folks at our community colleges. And so we're really excited to see how our community is going to change based on what we're offering at our local community colleges and just empowering students to go out there and live their dream. So many people don't live their dream. They always have a dream, but they never actually bring it to reality.
And hopefully they will be our future business leaders.
Absolutely,
yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, Samir, can you tell us a little bit about the also incubator and how do you foresee the incubator role in shaping those future business leaders, let's say, in your native country?
Actually, as Jeremy said, we are agreed upon how to let our students to be entrepreneur, because our country and every country needs those entrepreneurs to be in this businesses. I was reading a book before 1 month. It's about entrepreneurship skills. They said in the States there is 55,000 small businesses open each month, and the business absorb them. So in Jordan, we need not the same number, but we need businesses to be started, especially small businesses, because it will affect positively to the economy at the end of the day. Our concept when we start beginning of our entrepreneurship program, we need our students to be independent and to have their own ideas and their own businesses. But before that, we worked with HED and USAID with other projects, and they funded us to have in our college We are the first college in the Middle East which has business incubator place that our student, when they finish the entrepreneurship program, they will be inside the business incubator. The business incubator actually, as you said, it's forming and it's give them the start, the first light to start their own business before they spend a lot of money and before they fail. So this is the goal of this place and this business incubator. And actually, we need them to, after the business incubator, to go directly to the market and work. And we want to reduce the failure portion or percentage as much as we can. So we are completing the circle between the entrepreneurship and the business incubator. And I hope our student will gain from this, because it's the step number 1 and the step number 2. The step number 3 will be the working in business in real life.
Good, good. Glad to know that.
Yeah.
I want to go back to you, Zaid. If you don't mind, of course, can you tell us something about your future planning? I mean, do you have an idea what kind of business you would like to start? Briefly, I don't want you to give details or something like that. Just briefly, I mean, what kind of business you would like to start? Where do you see yourself 5 or 10 years from now?
Yeah, actually, the first thing that I was thinking about is human first need, which is food. So if you're gonna start a business, it's gonna be about like close to the human needs, to what people are looking for. So what I decided to open is an online restaurant, and it has no store, so I could list the cost. I can deliver the food through our delivery cars or wherever to the working offices, to the houses, to anything, to any place you would ask for. And actually, let's go to the incubators thing that you were talking about. At the first, I was surprised to know that there will be a cooperation between the MCC and the Quds College. When they told me about the incubators, actually, I was so surprised, because when anyone will open his own project, he will be just a little bit scared of what will I do? I don't have the experience enough, like this. When they say we are the supporter for you, it was actually confident, and it makes you just calm and confident. Actually, the incubators things was a very great idea, because when you learn from people who has a lot of experience, you will gain a lot.
Okay, thank you. How about you, Valentine?
And
You said international restaurant. Can you just give us a brief information about that?
because in Haiti, there is a restaurant, there's a big restaurant, good restaurant, but especially in Lekai, and the south in Lekai, there is no international restaurant. There is different kind of people, Mexican, American, because there is UN in Haiti. So I need that because to help some people, Asian, and to help my country with that. And people can come in Haiti, can say, yes, there is a restaurant, international restaurant in Haiti, in Lekai. In Haiti, in Lekai. Yeah.
You know, and let's remind everybody that one of the first steps for any successful entrepreneurs will be what? Seizing the opportunity that is there. And I do see really that you are looking for that opportunity and trying to be innovative about it and take that risk to be hopefully very successful business owner. So I really, really feel very proud of you, at least at your age, to be serious about planning for your future is a great thing, at least that you are doing right now.
Actually, when you find people to encourage you, they will give you a big push.
You give you that push that everybody, each one of us needs to do that. Okay, so we go back, Jeremy and Samir. Are we going to do this for a year, for 2 years, forever? I mean, can you give us some sort of an idea about future plans?
Sure. It's a great question. The project is scheduled to host another International Future Entrepreneurs Exchange next summer as well. This year, 4 students from Jordan came just because of a few visa issues and a couple of things like that. Hopefully next year we're going to try to expand that. My goal would be to double it, but we'll have to see how that goes and again, how visa situation goes. I'm not sure about the Haitian students on how that worked out. That was just kind of a random phone call that we received from them asking to host, but we'd be more than happy to figure out ways to make that happen for them as well. Like they said, it's great to see and to wonder, you know, what impact you could have on someone else's country and also locally, because our students as well, they're working really hard and have really seen a lot of benefits from this project. You look at our entrepreneurship program right now and the number of students who are in that and working on that. I know of a different thing like the clamshell restaurant that they're looking at, making that a lab of learning for folks. We're talking about putting in our own incubator type facility here as well. I know the Leadership Muscatine had that concept. So there's just a lot of pieces that are really working. And to be honest, Muscatine was known for that. You look around this great city and there was entrepreneur after entrepreneur after entrepreneur who made this place what it is today. And we're just looking at that and saying, where's that next generation of entrepreneurs going to come from? And we want them to come out of our community college. We want them to come out of our city and our local communities, because those are the folks who are going to stay here and be invested in our communities, and they know our communities and what our needs are here. And so that's what excites me. That's what makes me really excited. And you never know when the next president of China is going to be, you know, visiting Muscatine, and he came, 27 years ago, and look what he ended up. So you never know who's sitting behind me here, what they're going to go back and do in their own country, and just the opportunity that it's going to be able to have for the city of Muscatine.
Yes, yes. Samir?
Actually, what next is a huge question, and it's very important, or $1 million question, because who never knows, as Jeremy says. Actually, we need the best for our students. We need the best for our economy. They are our generation to come, so we need for them to work in a good way, and we have to give them the right weapons and skills to open their own businesses without any fear of the future. So what next? Actually, as Jeremy says, also we have another visiting to Al-Quds, from Al-Quds College to Muscatine Community College, and really I was with you guys before in February on the signing ceremony. I was so surprised because there is an initiative for sending students back and forth to China, and it's very important actually for any student. If he has the opportunity to come to the States, for example, or any country, he will expand really the knowledge and to see Muscatine. Muscatine, actually, I was surprised. For me, this is the 9th time or 10th time here. Muscatine is an entrepreneur environment for everybody. So this is why I saw so many entrepreneurial shops and everywhere. So I think this is the best environmental place. I would encourage everyone from Jordan to come here just to expand and to get knowledge from Muscatines. So.
Because we both believe that once you expand your mind, it never goes back to that original size anymore. So we're always looking to expand it. And oftentimes when you come to another country or visit another country, those who are watching who have been, you often learn as much about your own country as you do about the country you're visiting. And so I think bringing them here, they learn a lot of different things that we do, but they're also learning a lot about who they are as a country as well, and trying to figure out how to make their communities and their communities better.
Good. Thank you. Thank you. Well, let's talk a little bit about something different. You know, what do you think about the food here? I mean, I assume it's different for you. So what do you think so far? I mean, are you enjoying the food? Are you enjoying spending time? Are you meeting people here around in town, around college? I mean, let's talk a little bit about that.
Okay. Actually, I have 2 comments about the food. We just had food every day with another person, which was very great. We went to a lot of let's say, entrepreneur restaurants, which was good. But the thing that you will never feel hungry here.
Well, that's good.
That's good.
You just eat to keep up with, to not to feel hungry.
Yeah.
But that was good. Actually, I thought that I will have some trouble with the food in here, but the food was awesome.
Good.
I really liked it. Yesterday we went to Chinese restaurant, and before to Mexican. Before that, we went to a lot of entrepreneur American restaurant, which was great ideas. But I like it either way.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, it's like the same, but the first thing, I wanna eat McDonald's. I don't know eat McDonald's yet, but
Oh,
because
you didn't eat that yet?
no, because
You
in
need
Haiti
McDonald's.
there's no
we have,
McDonald's.
yeah.
But about pizza, I like pizza. Yeah.
Yeah.
You might lose one or two of them in the play place at McDonald's, though,
yeah,
so you're
yeah.
gonna have to watch them. You're gonna have to watch them close if you
You
go.
have to, yeah. That's an easy thing. I mean, to go to McDonald's. I mean, they're all over, so that's an easy
Totally.
task. Well, that's good. That at least because when you travel, sometimes the food is an issue for some people.
Yeah, definitely.
Because you are used to certain kind of food, and suddenly now it's different. So adjusting sometimes can be a problem too. But I'm glad that you really like that. Okay, so at the end of this project, I mean, this time, I mean, at the end of the workshops, the student visits to businesses and so on, is there like any special awards that students will be receiving?
Yeah, we will offer them a certificate of completion for the International Future Exchange, and that's based on their participation in all the activities that we have set up. And so it's just a small token, a way just to say thank you, and something that they can remember all the days of their life as they hang it in their office or set it on their desk every time that they go by that, and remember those times when, I had that dream of becoming an entrepreneur, and hopefully when they're looking at it in their office, it's the office of the business that they opened and they launched. And so that's just a very small token, hopefully, of them remembering what a really big experience they had and a really big moment in their life.
Good. Well, as we're approaching almost the end of our show, I would like to give each one of you a minute to say whatever you want to say, whether you want to talk about the weather, the program, whatever. So we'll start with you, Samir, please.
I like the weather, but I don't like the storm.
No storms.
No storms.
No storms.
Actually, we were in a great opportunity to be here and to have our students to come here each day. We gain a lot, and we understand more about everything in life, not in the entrepreneurship things. I would like to thank everybody here, especially Jeremy, my counterpart. He actually is half Jordanian, by the way.
Afwan. Afwan means you're welcome.
And also John, because he started with us from the beginning, and Gail and Bob and John, everybody. Actually, they were great supporters for us, and they feed us a lot, by the way. And I like everything here. I wish that I will come back again. Thank you.
Jeremy?
Yeah, I would echo that. Every time I'm a part of one of these things, I don't know, it's just amazing to see my own growth and to make new colleagues. And again, I say I'm half Jordanian, he says he's half American, and so I think we're both 100% crazy to keep working on a project like this. Yeah. But it's just been incredible, and the support that this community has given from all the restaurants that we've been in, and just how welcoming they've been, the business leaders in the community who have given up their time to speak with them. It's just the commitment that this community has to bettering other people's lives. That's why I think they have a great experience. That's why we keep bringing them back here. That's why they keep enjoying coming back. So Muscatine has done a great job of hosting us as well. And I know they've spent a lot of time in Davenport, the Haitian students have, and they're getting some of the same results there. So Eastern Iowa Community Colleges, and especially Muscatine Community College, we're like a family here, and that family, we've started to bring in a few more folks into our family, and they just happen to live thousands of miles away. So we do welcome them into the Muscatine family.
Good, thank you.
And I want to say thank you to you. Thank you to Don Doucet. And I say thank you for each teacher. And I'm really happy to be here. Don Lucet gave me the opportunity to be here. And I really appreciate that. And my first time to come to United States. And I hope I will come back. So thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Actually, if I want to thank, the first one would be Dr. Samir for being our great encourager. Always he will be there for us. And I would also want to thank Engineer Osama Zaidiya, who taught us the 3-model entrepreneurship in Jordan. I'm gonna give a special thanks to Mrs. Samia. She's in Jordan. She was always with me in the project. She helped me a lot. And of course, special thanks to the parents who was great all the time with me. And I wouldn't be here without them. I want to thank you to have us here with you. Thank you for the MCC College. It was our great experience. I think I'll never forget this in my life.
Well, I'm very happy to have you all here, and as you said, you know, you're thanking people. I do have to thank also our producer, Chad Bishop. Chad this week is on a vacation, and you know, I couldn't really just pass on this opportunity to have a special show with all of you here. And I contacted Chad and said, you know, I know you are, you know, on a vacation, but can we do just that for at some point during the week? And he said right away, yes. So Chad, many thanks for all your support also throughout the 4 years working you and me together on this show. Many thanks to all of you. I wish you the best, of course. I'm hoping, and I'm sure, I don't want to say I'm hoping, as a matter of fact, I'm sure that each one of you will be very successful in wherever you decided to do in the future, and I'm hoping that each one of you will be a very successful business owner in the future, and that is very important. As I always say, if you have any questions and or comments for our show, you can call me at 563-288-6064, or you can email me at jdabeet@eicc.edu. Till next time, Muscatine, bye-bye.